Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little hair tutorial, kind of showing you guys like how I curl my hair on a day-to-day basis. I always kind of do like a loose wave, kind of beachy curl for the most part. Sometimes I straighten my hair, but I typically go with curling because my hair is naturally pretty curly. And if I straighten it all the time, it usually doesn't stay very straight. I know a lot of people say that a curl won't hold in their hair, but mine's actually the opposite. When I straighten my hair, it doesn't really hold all the time, but curls usually work out for me. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my everyday like beachy wave curl kind of thing. This is actually second day hair. So I washed it not last night but the night before, and I let it air dry and I also slept on it. So it got a little bit wavier than like curly, but usually right after I wash it, it's like super curly. Over the years, my hair has definitely gotten more wavy. But when I was little, it was definitely like lots of curls. So what I usually do is I'll take like my natural hair and I will go ahead and do the curls all the way around my head. And also sometimes I'll straighten like the ends of my hair just to kind of give it that extra like beachy wave look. I really love the way I curl my hair. I used to do where I'd like curl the bottoms and then straighten the top, but I feel like it's totally reversed nowadays, like the style that you want to like have kind of waves up here and then kind of like those straight ends. So I feel like I've really figured out a good way to do that. So I'm just going to show you guys how I do my hair whenever I curl it. Today to curl my hair, I'm going to be using the Kirel. I'm sorry, I really don't know how to say her name. She's coming out with a line of hair tools with NuMe, and I absolutely love the NuMe line. All of my hair tools are already NuMe, so I was so happy whenever they said they wanted to send me this to try out. So thank you NuMe for letting me try out your curling wand set. This is the triple threat interchangeable curling wand, and I'm so excited to use this because it's exactly what I need in a curling wand for sure. So I'm going to show you guys what came in the box. This is just a heat protectant mat. It just says her name, and you can use this obviously to put your hot tools on whenever you're not using them on the counter. And it came with these two little clips. I feel like everyone has these now. Just kind of pull back your hair whenever you're styling it, or even when I'm doing my makeup, I'm probably going to use these in the future, but these are super cute. And again, they just have her name, and it's like this, everything is branded with this really light pink kind of like rose color, which I think is super pretty. And then the wand itself comes in this cute little travel case that's really easy to use because you can have all of the things that come with the interchangeable wand in one place. So if you've never used an interchangeable wand before, it's basically like you have the base of the wand and then you can change out the barrel. So that's really awesome because I always found myself wanting to use different size barrels. Instead of having to switch between two different wands, I can use this and have them all on one. So here is the base of the wand, and this is where you can obviously attach each of the barrels. And then it has the thickest barrel, which is the 32 millimeter. I usually use this kind of barrel most often because I do like those bigger like beach kind of waves. But I kind of go through phases. Sometimes I use like a bigger barrel and then I use something kind of smaller. Like this one that comes with it as well is the 25 millimeter barrel. And what I'm really excited to try is this reverse barrel, which I've never used before, but I see a lot of people liking it. So I'm interested to see what kind of curl this makes because it's really cool. I think it'll like give that look of really kind of like natural waves like I was talking about. And this set also comes with a heat protectant glove along with this styling comb, which I've never seen one of these, but it's so cool because it makes it easy for you to kind of just grab your hair with it and comb through, and it'll like hold it in place because the comb goes through this little open section. So I thought that was really cool that they gave you all these little extra tools to use while you are using the curling wand set, just to help style and make it a lot easier when you are going to curl your hair. So I'm so excited to use this wand. Like I said, I think I am going to use the bigger barrel, so I'm just going to start heating it up now. So I just plugged it in and it's blinking that it's off. You probably can't see, but I'm just going to go ahead and attach the barrel now. There's like a little lock and unlock setting, so when it's unlocked you can just snap it right in and then turn it to be locked and it's not going to come out at that point. So then I'm just going to turn it on here. I think you have to hold it down a little bit. And I actually do my hair pretty much on like the hottest degree. So I'm just going to have that going and let it heat up here. It actually shows you the degrees, what it's on as it's heating up, which is helpful because sometimes like I have no idea when it's obviously done heating up. I'm just super excited to try this wand. I think mine was like on its way out anyways. I've had it for a while. So I'm glad this is exactly pretty much what I usually use. Plus it comes with so many more options to style your hair different ways. So I definitely want to experiment with the different barrels, and I will probably make some more videos showing kind of the difference in how you can style it. Because I have been thinking about lately doing more like hair curling tutorials and just kind of how I do my everyday stuff. So that'll be fun. So I did just finish brushing out my hair, and I'm going to split it completely down the middle into two sections. My part is a little bit off, but I usually keep it kind of messy looking. Like I said, I am just going to straighten out the ends a little bit and I kind of get underneath where like my baby hairs are because that's just how my hair holds a curl. I have to like straighten it down a little bit or else it's not going to work out. So on both sides, I'm just going to do that on the ends and then a little bit at the root. Just because I don't want like my natural wave / curl to interfere with what we're going to do with the wand. Okay. So again, I just want to make sure that those sections are really even. I don't know why I always start on the left side of my head, but I'm just going to start taking out little pieces and curling around the barrel this way. And trying like a little bit of the end out, just to kind of, again, like help get that straight look on the ends. I'm just going to hold it for a second and then I like to like scrunch it up. So I can already see that gave like a really nice curl. It's like the exact like, what do you want to call it? Like the width of the curl is what I like. That's why I think this bigger barrel is probably my favorite. And I'm just going to wrap all the way around my head and I do curl away from my face on both sides. I feel like that just helps give, again, that kind of like natural wave. And I kind of just like that look of it being kind of like away from my face, blown back. So curling away from your face is the key to do that. I'm just so glad that with this wand, I can, like I said, have like both in one because I hate carrying around 2 different curling wands. So this is perfect because like I said, I get the bigger barrel that I usually use. But then like I said, sometimes I go through those phases where I like to use a tighter curl. But I really like how this wand is working. This set is made with like infrared technology and also a tourmaline stone. So it helps it reduce the frizz and just gives like that really nice heat distribution to be able to get even curls all the way around, which is so nice because my hair does get pretty frizzy and it's nice to have like your curling iron actually decreasing the frizz for you. So even though you're adding in these curls, it keeps it really smooth and nice with that feature. So as you can see, I'm just repeating this process all the way around. Another technique that I like to utilize is, I'll show you on the next one, but whenever I go and take my piece of hair that I'm gonna curl, I want to kind of start obviously all the way, I don't know if you can see it, on the back, and then wrap it and then make sure you keep it flat. So I'm kind of like rotating it as I go around to make sure that the hair itself is flat down on the wand instead of like twisting, because then you get kind of like a twisty, like uneven kind of curl, I found. So that's a method that I like to use, and I'll show you guys on the other side. It's probably gonna be easier to see, but you can already tell the difference of how nice of a curl I'm getting with this big barrel. This is exactly how I like my curled hair to look. I feel like it's like when you see when people get their hair styled or colored or cut, and how salons will kind of give it that certain look of curl. Like I said, with kind of like the straight ends and just kind of loose and natural. I really like that look. So I'm just gonna take this side and kind of run my fingers through it a little bit and see where I want to go over again with the wand, because it's usually the technique I do. I'll kind of like go back and see if there's anywhere that I missed or I want it to be a little bit more curled. Like this piece looks like it kind of got lost. So usually when I go around the second time, I'm taking like a smaller section because it's just getting those really last minute touches back in and curled. So yeah, I really love how these curls are looking. They're really bouncy, well, like I said, being kind of loose and natural, which is like the perfect combination in my opinion. And this is just how I do my hair every time I curl it for the most part. So adding that little extra curl right here kind of gave it a little more body, and I'll go back in and do these ends out one more time. So I think that's all I'm going to do for this side. I actually might take one more little piece up in the front. I think that's a good technique too, to take like the smallest ones up on like even like a top layer. Like I don't want to take all of the hair, but just the top layer to kind of give it a little more body, because you're not taking all of it and like curling it at once. It's kind of separating, which is something I keep in mind to get this kind of like loose wave. You want to kind of like take pieces on the top rather than like the whole head, because well, I mean, initially I obviously have curled my whole head of hair. Like I take the whole section, I don't like portion it off at all. But afterwards, I'll go in and go over the top layer and kind of pick some pieces to recurl to kind of give it that dimension and kind of like tussled look. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. I always start from the front, like I said, but this time I'm going to go underneath here, keep it flat, like I said. Like you see how it's not like twisting in my hand, I'm like flattening it out. That's like the best technique to get this look. So you see it's all flat around the barrel, and then you can go and crunch it up. This glove is really helpful whenever you do that part, when you like scrunch it, because sometimes it's like hot on your hand if you don't use a glove. So it's really helpful to have that included. And do the same thing. It's kind of like hard to explain how I do the twist thing. It's just when you see it kind of coiling up, make sure you're like you're like rotating your fingers. I kind of keep it also like in between my two fingers. So like once I grab the piece that I want to do, it's like I'm holding the hair between my index finger and my middle finger. See, this one kind of curled too much at the end. I kind of kept it twisted, but it's not the end of the world. It's still gonna give you this loose wave kind of look, but these are coming out perfect. This is exactly how I like them. And like I said, what I do on the day-to-day. I love how easy to use this is too, because it's such like a comfortable like grip in your hand. Sometimes they're like awkward to hold, and this one's really nice, and it has like a smooth kind of like matte material on the handle, which is also really easy to hold and won't get super hot, of course. So as you see, I kind of like go through it pretty quickly. Sometimes that happens too, where it like falls and I just wrap it right back up, and I kind of do that on purpose sometimes because it'll give it that that look of kind of being done over again, like the tussled look. So as you see, I don't really hold it on for that long. I just kind of do it really messy and not super perfect, because that's how you get that nice beach wave. I know this seems pretty self-explanatory, but I really love how I started curling my hair and getting that exact kind of salon look. And I feel like it took me forever to figure it out because no one really like showed or had tutorials on how to get that look. So I think it really is a matter of leaving the ends out a little bit. See, as you can probably tell too, I'm never like completely wrapping the end around. I like to hold it out like about an inch or so. And this last piece, sometimes I'll go under for these, like the very last one, because it's just kind of awkward to like put my hair or my hand all the way around my head. So even though I use like the highest heat setting, it's staying really smooth and not frizzy at all. I definitely don't feel like it's like frying my hair, and that's something you want to make sure of, because you're still putting the heat to your hair, but this is doing a really good job of keeping the frizz down and making sure that the curl is being like distributed all the way around. I think it looks really good. So from here, I'm gonna do my ends out a little, and don't be afraid to just like I said, like run your fingers through it, do it really messy. Usually after this, I show you all like flip my head around and just like tussle it around. Tussle, I don't even know how we really say that. But see, I'm gonna take a little piece, top layer, do one more wrap around. I'm really excited to try the reverse barrel, because I've never curled my hair with something like that, and I think it'll give like a really unique look. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep running through to kind of see how it's looking. And I always try and check on the other side, because sometimes it flattens out, but I think these are holding really nice. Yeah, I definitely am obsessed with how this turned out. It's exactly how I like to do my curls, and this one just made it so easy to achieve that. And like I said, you get to like play around and do different styles with the different barrels, so that's super awesome. I always find that I get like this side, it's almost like really like even perfect curls, and then this gets kind of like just whatever, flat. So I think I am gonna go in one more time on this side and do another curl with this front portion to kind of get it more even in the front. So yeah, I think that's pretty much how I like it. As you can see, it's that really salon styled kind of look with these beachy waves, and that's my absolute favorite way to curl my hair and what I do on the day-to-day. So I'm just gonna look in the back with a mirror. Yeah, everything looks good. I think these are gonna hold really well, because like I said, my other wand was like on its way out the door, so it wasn't really holding the best. But this has been awesome, and it was exactly what I needed to achieve my everyday curls, or waves more so. So I just turned the button off and it was blinking that it was off, so I can unplug everything. I'm just gonna give it a spray. I usually do like pretty light hairspray because I don't want it too producty. And then from there, I'll do one more kind of run through with my fingers. I absolutely love how this looks and turned out. I hope you guys agree that it turned out really good. And if you've seen like any of my other videos or Instagram pictures, you know that my hair always looks like this for the most part. I think it's just a good way to kind of highlight my natural kind of wave, but make it a little more put together. So I really love doing this, and just the style is so trendy right now because everyone loves doing this kind of beachy wave, which I think this was the perfect solution to get that look. So hopefully this tutorial was easy to follow or something you're interested in seeing. Like I said, I absolutely love this curling wand set, the triple threat interchangeable wand with the Kirel line. I think it was absolutely perfect for achieving my everyday waves, and I just think you can't go wrong with your hair like this, and everyone will always think it looks nice. So that is the end of this video. I'm just showing you guys how I do my everyday curls/waves and how I like to style my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out this line of products because this wand was absolutely perfect, and I'm so excited to keep using it. I hope you all enjoyed, and thanks for watching.